Hi and welcome. I'm Teresa from Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today I'm going to show you a brand new 2019 Winnebago Sunstar LX. This is a floor plan 27 in if you wanted to look up the brochure, or we can gladly send that to you. I wanted to show you some of the special things on the outside. This coach is built on a Ford F53 chassis with a V10 Triton engine. It has a nice full body paint. It won't attract heat because it's nice and light. It's going to bounce off that heat for you. Also, this coach comes with slide toppers, and the reason that those are so great is that they keep debris out of your slides and out of your slide seal, which can be a big problem down the road. Let's go around here. This is stock number 5N 200043. And again, if you need more information on that, we'd be happy to send you the spec sheet. But one of the things I wanted to point out is the front end of a Winnebago. I just think it's such a sleek look, very modern, very tasteful. They do the lights really nice, and this one-piece windshield is really great to look out of as well as into. Over around here on the passenger side, your pup's going to have a great time on this trip too, because they have their own little doggy window to look out of. I love that feature. This Sunstar has 3 slide outs. One that you can see right next to me is the very large slide. And as we go in, we have another slide in the dining area, and there's one also in the back bedroom. We have our battery disconnects right here at the front door, so you can turn your lights off right as you're walking out or turn them on as you're going in. Also, your chassis disconnect is there, so that's really convenient. You don't have to go find it in one of the bays. Another thing Winnebago does that I love is the vaulted ceiling. It makes it feel a lot more open, and it's great for the taller campers. They also do really great construction. Even on their least expensive coaches, these cabinets are very well made, and over the years, as you use them, they're not going to disintegrate and start squeaking, things like that. So in the cockpit here, thought I'd show you, we've got a powered seat for the driver, which is going to go back and forth and tip back for you for your comfort. We also have a night shade in the front that can go down, so that'll be your nighttime shade, but it also is going to work as a visor. You may have noticed as I was putting that down that we also have fans up there, and their purpose is mainly to help defrost, because it's a very large windshield, but they're also capable of being turned around, so if your passenger happens to be extra hot, they can cool down that way. We've got the standard equipment here as far as tilt wheel, we've got cruise control, we've got a battery boost here, which is one of my favorite things. I think all RVs should have them. And what that is if your chassis battery is running low, you can hold this button down and it'll pull energy from the house batteries to make sure that your engine gets started. And then as you're driving down the road, your batteries will be charging again. But it's a lot more important for you to get home than to have lights for a moment or TV, etc. So super smart that they're thinking ahead if your battery dies. We also have electric levelers in here, and you can see if your jacks are down, it'll tell you here. So these are super simple to drive. Just a automatic gear shift right here. Also, we have your stereo system up here that you can put USB or anything in, but I wanted to point out the size of this. If you cannot read this display, you probably shouldn't be driving a motorhome. So that's awesome. So this is where your backup camera and side view cameras will populate when you put it in reverse or turn your blinkers on. Over here, we have a really nice table for your passenger, and it just flips down like this, There's a little bit of storage in here and also a USB charger station in there. That's really nice because this person kind of gets bored occasionally when they're just sitting. So in every Class A motorhome, these seats are going to turn around, and that's pretty easy to do. You just unlock the mechanism and then scoot yourself around. So this coach has a place that you can put an additional table. It's stored in the back closet, but it's nice when you turn these around and you two can have a little sandwich on the side of the road or play cards or just have more space. So great feature. Over here, this is going to be obviously your dining area. This coach has a table that drops down, and then when you put these side bolsters in, it'll make into an additional bed. There are 2 seat belts in this booth too. So there's sleeping for 4 in this coach and seat belts for 4 in this coach, which is not always the case that they match. There's also quite a bit of storage under here when you lift these on either side. So under there, there's quite a bit of space to put things that maybe you don't use all the time. We have a 50-inch TV in here. And then going into the kitchen, you'll see these are Corian countertops, which are going to hold up really great through time. We've got a nice sprayer here and 2 sinks. So double sink, one for dirties, one for cleans, I guess. When you push the slide in, the slide will actually come over it, and you'll still be able to use one side of the sink. So that's really smart thinking on Winnebago's part, but look at all the extra counter space you get with this floor plan. I love that. So we've got a convection microwave here. So we've talked about before, you can bake in this. 3-burner gas cooktop, but this one has something unusual, which is a itty bitty oven. So that is really handy. So you can be doing 3 different cooking things at once. One other thing I wanted to point out, a lot of times coaches don't have any place to put your deeper pots and pans, but this one has a really nice full extension drawer that's pretty deep. Over here, this is where you're going to have kind of your centralized location for everything, your water heater, your generator start and stop, your water heater. This is going to show you the levels in your coach, so you'll see there's no black, gray, or fresh water in here right now, but we're full up on batteries and propane. So that's nice to know when you need to find a place to dump or fill up. And then this is your temperature control. We have the air conditioning on right now. You might hear that, but it's a hot one today. And it's actually pretty quiet for a coach AC, but it feels good. Going in here, we've got our refrigerator. Plenty of room if you ask me. But good deep. This goes down a little lower than it appears on this one. And no ice maker, which I think is a good thing in a refrigerator this size because it takes up at least 30% of your capacity, your storing capacity. And then over here we've got these huge pantries. So another thing, a lot of coaches are lacking places to put your food, but this one's really got it handled for you. Next, let's check out the bathroom. It's actually quite nice sized. It doesn't feel cramped. And one thing that Winnebago is known for is making the most of their space. So in here, there's a lot of wasted space over here, but they made a really nice cabinet here for you.
Toilet paper.
So not wasted. Yeah, for all that toilet paper. And then in the shower here, I've talked to the ladies about this before, but that's a great place to put your leg up when you're going to have to shave your legs. Because, yeah, sometimes when you're camping, you actually are going to do that. That pink stuff is winterizing fluid. Don't be alarmed. It's actually supposed to be there. Yeah, and it has a sunroof. And the taller guys I've experienced, they love that because a lot of times they can't fit into a shower. So these accommodate for that. We, of course, have a fan in here. LED lighting, and lots of space for your medicines and lotions and all of that. There's another cabinet over here as well. So tons of room that they've made room for. This is actually a porcelain toilet. And people always ask me if these are bidets. No, this is not a bidet. It's just extra cleaning power for the toilet itself. So now you know. Questions answered. Back here in the bedroom, you've got this great dresser space. And again, more places that you can set things down. Really deep, beautiful drawers. And then over here we have a place that you could plug in a satellite and a TV, etc. We also have these really great day-night MCD roller shades. Those are just really nice, easy to use. They're not noisy when they're banging like a blind would be. And then we've got a little bit of storage over here, a hanging closet, as well as over there. Now when this coach is closed up, this dresser is going to be touching the bed. And that is actually a slide out, that mirrored part. That's another wardrobe, and it will be on top of this bed. But the great thing about this configuration is that you can still get on the bed and sleep on the bed without these slides out. They don't ruin the ability to get to the bed, whereas some of them actually you can't even get to it or use it. So back here, let me just show you these all this great space back here in the wardrobe. There's that extra table, and then this goes all the way back. Lots of room. And then on the sides of the bed, you'll notice there's plenty of room. A lot of people don't have any room for their CPAP machines. This one has that all figured out. Both sides have room for a CPAP, water, alarm clock, phone, whatever it is that you need to set there. There's plenty of room and a plug in there. So another hanging closet. Yep. Winnebago's great about storage. And also the color of this wood, it's nice and light, which it might not be your first pick of colors based on trend or whatever, but in a motorhome, lighter wood makes it feel bigger inside. So I kind of tend to prefer the lighter wood for that very reason, that it feels open and that it's timeless. When you get too dark or too light, sometimes that can be a trendy look for you. So I think this is a great neutral color, nice vaulted ceiling. We've got another fan in here as well. And ducted heating, that's what you're seeing, these little vents that are all over the place. So all in all, this is a really great, very well built coach, and it's actually a great price. We'd love to talk to you about that. I'd love for you to give me a call or email. I'm Teresa Crawley, 303-684-3427. If you have any questions, if I left anything out, I'd be more than happy to help you. And I hope you have a great day.